Introducing Kahani, our proposed intervention using behavioral science and AI to enable illiterate parents in Pakistan to read with their children. We are a collective of innovative problem solvers from different academic backgrounds taking on the challenge in a new way. In this presentation, we will be taking you through the brief, our approach, our evaluation of it, and future opportunities.
Our brief was to design a digital and social communication intervention to motivate parents to engage with their child's learning. Let's unpack the brief. Parental engagement enhances child's learning. One key skill important for development is literacy. It improves speaking and critical skills, which has the most long-term impacts. We will specifically measure the reading, comprehension, and speaking aspects of literacy. We found that South Asia has the lowest literacy rates. The World Bank has stated that Pakistan has a 58% literacy rate, one of the lower ranking estimates of the world. It's clear that Pakistan is in need of improving these rates to enhance social development skills, which in turn foster economic growth. Following the COVID pandemic, digitization of education in the country has been emphasized. More and more governments have been implementing EdTech in urban and rural schools. As of 2020, 3/4 of Pakistani households have mobile phones, while 14% have computers, with these numbers expected to increase. Despite this, though, these methods are yet to be adopted in common native languages.
Now let us take you through our approach to this brief. It shows how we identify the behavior, barriers, and created the intervention. And we have defined our target behavior as parents reading to and encouraging reading conversation with their children at home. We picked native Urdu-speaking Pakistani parents with children aged 5 to 8 as our target audience, specifying that they already have access to electronic devices and internet. The impact is to improve children's literacy in Urdu and strengthen parent-child relationships at the same time. We try to specify the behavior by considering the following questions. So what the parents need to be doing differently is that they should spend more time engaging with their children's schoolwork. Schools and digital platforms, they act as facilitators to encourage this behavior. And we've decided for this behavior to take place during second term in school and make it happen 2 to 3 times a week. To identify the main barriers, we followed the COMBI model and created a model as such. From there, we found 3 main barriers that need addressing the most for the target behavior to occur, including lack of resources for overcoming language barriers, low perceived confidence of parents in helping their child learn, and their inflated perception of child's ability. After identifying these main barriers, we used the behavior change wheel to systematically overcome them. What you can see on the left is a table helping us identify these intervention functions, and we found that lack of resources could be addressed by enablement, which means our platform bridges the language barrier. The low perceived confidence is overcome by training, as this platform encouraged them to engage with their child's learning. The inflated perception is tackled by incentivization, including goal setting, personalization, and gamification. Education can also overcome the same barrier by educating parents on their child's actual literacy and actually increasing the child's literacy skills. Eventually, that leads to the creation of our intervention, Kahani. This is an AI-assisted digital platform that contains all the intervention functions we've just mentioned. And here are the potential collaborators that could provide the book database, expert knowledge, and AI software.
Our behavior journey comprises 4 overarching softwares to tackle our identified barriers. During onboarding, parents will download the app to their own smartphone device as a standard parent-teacher conference and establish personalized settings. Either the parent or child open the app and read via the platform. Children are tested via pop quizzes, and parents lead reflective sessions after finishing the books. Literacy proficiency is assessed via speech recognition software, after which both feedback is generated and progress can be viewed via a dashboard. Usage is incentivized through reinforcing notifications based on weekly performance. And I'll now take you through some mock-ups to demonstrate Kahani's layout and demonstrate how we tackle the results of our COMBI and behavior change wheel analysis. During onboarding, participating parents will provide key data to inform both in-app experience and ex-post experimental evaluation. Note, we also ask parents about whether they would like to be reminded to engage in the morning or evening. To enable parents with varying proficiencies, we provide an audio facility to bridge the language barrier. We also incentivize both parents and children to engage in a light-hearted, gamified medium through personalizable avatars and literary genre settings. Instead of being assigned stories, we incentivize parents through allowing them to choose the stories they read to their children. Further, we allow users to select the reader for the night to allow for amenability in the experience. We engage both illiterate and visual children and parents through a multisensory experience, and further allow for those needing audio support to read the book using parentees, highlighting the word as it is read. We ensure children are engaged through pop quizzes throughout the story, inducing recall, testing the children on basic facts throughout. After, we prompt the parents to discuss life experience in the context of the story. Further, NLG software will be used to assess literacy proficiency. We incentivize continued engagement through positive reinforcement through feedback and a profile dashboard, also tackling misperception of child proficiency as demonstrated in the literature.
We will test our intervention to see if we increase parental engagement and child literacy rates with two groups. The control group will just attend school as normal, and the intervention group will use the app. We know that Pakistan has 2 school terms, and we'll establish a baseline of the child's literacy in the first term and experiment at the beginning of the second term. Next slide. We will measure child literacy and parental engagement using objective and subjective measures through the data recorded through the app and surveys before and after the study. We thoroughly evaluated our intervention using the PEAS method, and the combination of all the interventions we selected increases parental confidence in their ability to help the child's learning process, and also provides digital access for both groups. We think that there's a number of future opportunities available through reviewing the data and adapting features to increase parental engagement. Some examples of this are a forum for parents to increase social engagement, and feedback provided by AI tools to further tailor the messaging within the app. Next slide. Thank you. We are Kahani.